second annual Disability Resource Festival. Yay! My name is Anna Wang, and I am the current Vice Chair of the Human Relations Commission, and also co-founder of Friends of Children with Special Needs, FCSN, here in Fremont. I would like to acknowledge our major community partners today hosting this festival, including, of course, the Human Relations Commission. And I know we have some commissioners present with us who was really instrumental in helping us. We have Commissioner Keith Koo, Commissioner Benjamin Gregg, Commissioner Cecilie Leon, which is very helpful before and during this event, and also Commissioner Annie He. They may not be able to come to the stage because they are helping right now. And I would like to also recognize our Human Service Department, City of Fremont, very helpful in putting this together with us. And Friends of Children with Special Needs, of course, anything associated with me, we put to work. And a lot of hard work being put forth by Friends of Children with Special Needs, FCSN. And we want to give a special thank and shout out to the East Bay Regional Park, which is a first-time community partner providing this wonderful venue for us for this wonderful event. And of course, we have to shout out for some of our sponsors at the San Francisco Autism Society, and also Joshua's Gift, who also work on health and safety for all individuals with special needs, especially one that are impacted by the autism spectrum disorder. Full collaboration with our police department and our fire department, and for them to be here so that we can guarantee that our community know who to call out to when they have emergencies, and if they are friends with the police and fire department, that they will feel so much safer. And of course, one of the goals of this particular resource festival is to make connections with all the resources available to the special needs community. We have Regional Center of the East Bay here, this State Council on Developmental Disabilities, and many nonprofit organizations that work with individuals with disability. And another wonderful thing that we are trying to do is also bring a little happiness, entertainment with music and fun activity we have on stage, okay? So far, so good. Did you enjoy the magic show? And also by the Dream Achievers Band, they are all musicians with autism. Yeah. And most important, today is a special day to commemorate the passing of our former Human Relations Commissioner and prominent disability community advocate and leader, Feda Almaliti, and her son, Muhammed, who lost their life in an accidental house fire on September 26th. So why did we host this event on September 24th? Because that is the closest day we can get to September 26th. We really want to remember her. Today's event is inspired by Feda, who selflessly ran back into the house to save her son Muhammad. Unfortunately, because Muhammad is severely impacted by autism, unable to leave the house, and so Feda also died at the house fire along with Muhammad. As myself, a mother of a child with autism, my heart aches and grieves every time I remember what Feda did that day on September 26th. Feda is a true role model for me. She is very instrumental in the passage of the law that requires insurance company to pay for behavioral therapy for individuals with autism. This is a tremendous impact on the family because it saves tens of thousands of dollars every year that the families with children with autism had to spend on behavioral therapy. Feda also had a big heart and larger than life personality. She never says no to anyone who seeks her help and advice. Our disability community lost a great hero and a great role model. We want to thank you, Feda. We miss you every day. You will always be in our hearts. Here's the picture of Feda and Muhammed. Before we invite friends and family members to pay tribute to Feda, we would like to recognize some of our dignitaries who was very caring to come to our Disability Resource Festival.
And served alongside, as well as so many of the other organizations. I had the privilege of knowing Feda for many years, and I knew Muhammad when he was a young boy. And I will tell you that Feda had an incredible passion to be an advocate, not just for her child, but for the community. And so whether it's her efforts with the Mission Valley SELPA, she also started the Special Needs PTA through Fremont Council many years ago. And so I feel that there is no better tribute in providing awareness and opportunities for connections to these resources than to hold this type of resource fair. I've checked around in many different cities and other areas, and I'm not familiar that this was something available. And so I really also wanted to thank my Fremont Fire and Fremont Police, and also all the other agencies that have joined, whether it's Joshua's Gifts or other groups that have now participated. We hope this is something that we could bring at a bigger scale, and that's why our downtown event center this year just simply wasn't big enough to hold all the love, all the programs, and all the opportunities. And so thank you to the partnership of East Bay Regional Parks. But again, I am deeply saddened by this, and I know I'm joined here. I also wanted to acknowledge that I have some of my council members here with me. I have Council Member Teresa Tang, and also who herself is a parent of 2 children with special needs, or special abilities, I'd say. And also, I know Council Member Salwin currently is parking. And so I think that may be where some of our colleagues are. But again, we look forward to this continued partnership. I know Joshua's Gifts, I see right in front of me right now. And there's so many agencies. And so let me share the words from her brother, Ali, too. And again, thank you for joining us today. We look forward to this continued partnership. And from her brother, who I spoke with last year at the event. Thank you for gathering here today to join me in mourning the loss and celebrating the life of my eldest sister, Feda Almaliti, and my nephew, Muhammad. For those who don't know me, I'm Ali Khalil Salah, Feda's eldest brother, and a member of the community myself. Feda was both my beloved sister and a pillar of strength in this community. Her spirit would always lift and inspire my heart, and I'm truly lucky to call her my sister. When I got the news about Feda Amu, I was devastated and shocked. On that tragic day, Feda died holding her son, in a sense, doing what she loved most. She truly did die as she lived, protecting and loving. She was taken before her time, and I can't help but wonder what work she would be doing today, were she still with us. But events like this remind me that she is still with us. Today is more than just Feda's relations to us as individuals. It's about her relations to this community and the work she has done. She's left an enduring mark on all of our souls, and I want to use this chance to discuss her legacy and impact. Feda was a true icon in the autism community and did more than anyone could have ever asked to help each and every person in the community. She was a tireless advocate in so many ways, whether it was defending the financial rights of families or securing a new range of new rights for autistic individuals. Her ability to advocate simultaneously for all of us while getting legislation like SB 946 passed amazed me time and time again. SB 946 was certainly one of Feda's proudest moments and accomplishments. While there's still much work for us to do, SB 946 blazed the path in expanding autism health insurance coverage in the great state of California and has been an inspiration to legislation in many other states as well. Access to healthcare and quality coverage for everyone is a right that Feda did so much to protect. But many of Feda's greatest contributions to our community weren't necessarily sweeping legislation or fighting on a big stage. It was also organizing and providing a sense of belonging to every person she met. A day didn't go by in my time where Feda didn't make me feel at home. And I was always full of pride watching her spread that same warm sense of community to everyone around her. The community pool parties and the advocacy her friends won't soon be forgotten. Feda was a mother to all of us in the community. I'd like to extend a special thanks here to the mayor, the commissioners, and every single person who spent their time and energy supporting my sister. Additionally to the firefighters who were there that night when Feda passed. You are all heroes, and it means the world to me that you tried your very best to save Feda. Thank you, Fremont, for inviting me and giving me a chance to share in this day of remembrance for my Feda Amu. And thank you to each of you every day who carries the legacy that my sister left. Like I said, this day is about the community. I can't wait to see what our community accomplishes next. I'm sure Feda is smiling, watching down over this community as well. Sincerely, Ali K. Salah. So thank you for allowing me to read the message from her brother.
Thank you. We have two more community.
Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? So great to see you all. My name is Teresa Tang. I'm a parent of two boys on the autism spectrum and currently serving on the Fremont City Council. Today, I'm honored to be here and at this fair for our community and to remember our beloved friend, Feda Almaliti, and her son, Mu, who died in a house fire three years ago. When I first met Feda, I did not know that she was one of the reasons that we could enjoy the healthcare coverage for our kids on the autism spectrum. When her son Mu first started to receive therapies at age 2, Feda challenged their insurance provider for the denied services, and they eventually won the lawsuits. However, Feda's eyesight were also damaged because of the long nights working on the lawsuit. After that, Feda was one of the parents who worked on California SB 946, which significantly expanded autism healthcare coverage in California. Do you all remember the days of sheltering in place where many of our kids felt so lost and isolated, especially children with disabilities who would have a very hard time adjusting to new routines and could not get the support they needed through the computer screen? Feda checked in to see how me and my boys were doing, and we ended up sheltering together that summer, and she gave my kids a bit of the normalcy back. We all laughed and cried together, and she told me about the interviews she had just done sharing the challenges for children with special needs during sheltering in place. Feda and my son Nicholas really bonded, and she asked to be his godmother. Nicholas was, of course, overjoyed with this news and special attention, and he asked, "Oh, she's my fairy godmother?" So now she really is all of our fairy godmother watching over us. Well, heartbroken with the tragic loss of our beloved Feda and Mu, who will carry on their legacy and continue to be the strongest advocates for our children. We're in this fight together. Thank you and God bless you all.
Thank you so much for having me here today. First, I'd like to also say welcome to Chief Washington, Fremont PD. I'm so grateful to them for our partnership in allowing us to come in and help train his officers on how to recognize and how to approach individuals with autism and intellectual developmental disabilities. It's a wonderful department, and we're so grateful for you guys. Thank you so much, Lily, for those kind words. Feda was bold. Everyone who knew her, she was fearless. She was my friend and a sister to me. She was an advocate who fought fiercely for the rights and services for children with autism and intellectual developmental disability. And she was a force to be reckoned with in the autism community. I would often speak to her during her drives to Sacramento, where she was determined to make lawmakers pass a bill that will require insurance companies to pay for desired treatments and ABA services for our children living with autism. She made enormous sacrifices to pursue her purpose, and she did it not just for her beloved Muhammed, whom we affectionately called Mu, but for all of our kids, all of our loved ones living with autism. On September 26, 2020, I remember vividly when I got the call. I thought I had stopped breathing. I couldn't believe what had happened. I lost a dear friend and a beautiful son of hers and an angel to a tragic fire in their home. I spent many hours and days at Feda's house. It was my second home. She would often call me when I'm on my way home driving from work. You coming by? Yes. I got your Tupperware ready. I have your food ready. And those of you who knew Feda intimately knew she cooked for a nation. She always had food to serve and feed everyone. She was a mother that was sworn to the love for her child and others like him. There is a special place for the Shira and her angel Muhammad in our lives, and I promise they will live there forever. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Feda. We miss you, and you'll always be in our hearts.